The year is 1741. The Caribbean sun beats down on the fortified city of Cartagena de Indias. A tense silence hangs in the air, broken only by the lapping waves and the distant hammering from within the city walls. The residents know what awaits them just beyond the horizon. A colossal British armada, bristling with cannons and packed with soldiers, is approaching. Their mission to seize this strategic Spanish stronghold and tip the scales of power in the New World. The fate of the city, and perhaps an empire, rests on a knife's edge. At the heart of this impending maelstrom stood a man who, despite his diminutive stature and multiple battle scars, embodied the indomitable spirit of a nation. His name was Blas de Lezo, a Basque admiral in the Spanish Navy. He was a seasoned veteran, hardened by years of naval warfare. Lezo had lost an eye, a leg, and an arm in the service of his king, yet his resolve remained unbroken, his spirit unyielding. He would become a legend. Lezo, surveying the approaching enemy fleet from the ramparts, knew the odds were stacked against him. He had a smaller force, outgunned and outmanned, but he also had something the British lacked, an intimate knowledge of the treacherous coastal waters and an unshakable belief in the courage of his men. He would make the British pay dearly for every inch of land they dared to claim. Cartagena de Indias, the Queen of the Caribbean, was more than just a city. It was the gateway to the Spanish Main, a vital conduit for the riches flowing from the New World to the coffers of Spain. Gold, silver, emeralds, and other treasures passed through its bustling port, making it a prize coveted by rival empires. England, hungry to expand its colonial possessions and cripple Spanish power, saw the capture of Cartagena as a strategic masterstroke. The War of Jenkins' Ear, a conflict fueled by trade disputes and maritime rivalries, provided the perfect pretext for invasion. Blas de Lezo was a living testament to the brutal realities of naval warfare. He had lost his left eye at the age of 16 while fighting the French. A few years later, a cannonball nearly severed his left leg, which was subsequently amputated. And in a later engagement, his right arm was rendered useless by a musket ball. Yet these grievous wounds did not diminish his spirit or deter his commitment to his duty. Instead, they fueled his resolve, earning him the moniker "half a man amongst his men," a title worn not with pity, but with respect and awe. Lezo possessed a keen strategic mind and an almost preternatural ability to anticipate his enemy's moves. He knew the Caribbean waters like the back of his hand, and he understood the importance of exploiting every advantage the terrain offered. Section 4. The tide turns. The British, confident in their superior numbers and firepower, launched a ferocious assault on the outer defenses of Cartagena. Their ships unleashed a thunderous barrage of cannon fire, while regiments of red-coated soldiers stormed the beaches, but Lezo was ready for them. He had meticulously fortified the city and strategically positioned his limited forces. Spanish cannons roared in defiance, sending splintering wood and showers of sparks into the air. Musket fire ripped through the ranks of the advancing British troops. The defenders, inspired by Lezo's unwavering courage, fought with the ferocity of cornered jaguars. The initial British attacks were met with fierce resistance and heavy losses. Lezo's strategy of attrition was working. He was bleeding the British dry, forcing them to expend valuable resources and manpower against his well-defended positions. The attackers began to realize that capturing Cartagena would not be the easy victory they had envisioned. Section 5. A legacy forged in fire. The Battle of Cartagena de Indias was a resounding victory for Spain and a humiliating defeat for the British. Lezo's brilliant defense of the city cemented his place in history as one of the greatest naval strategists of all time. His victory not only saved Cartagena from plunder but also significantly weakened British power in the Caribbean. Despite his heroic actions and tactical genius, Blas de Lezo remains a relatively obscure figure in mainstream history, often overshadowed by his more famous contemporaries. However, in Spain and Colombia, he is revered as a national hero, a symbol of unwavering courage and defiance against overwhelming odds. Section 6. An enduring symbol of courage. Blas de Lezo's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. A man who, despite being dealt a difficult hand in life, rose above adversity to achieve extraordinary things. His legacy reminds us that victory is not always determined by the size of an army or the might of its weapons, but by the courage, ingenuity, and determination of those who fight for a just cause. In an age where we often celebrate larger-than-life heroes with flawless resumes, Lezo's story is a refreshing reminder that true heroism is often found in the heart of a flawed, wounded, and deeply human individual who refuses to surrender to the whims of fate. He is an inspiration to us all, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most daunting challenges.